If I say immaculate constellation, I'll be on some list. Maybe a FISA warrant, so come at me, bro, I guess.
I think that what the American people need to know is that the U.S. military and intelligence community are sitting on a huge amount of visual and other information, still photos, video photos, other sensor information, and they have for a very long time. And it's not those fuzzy photos and videos that we've been given. There's very clear
high res,
high resolution.
How many visuals, graphics, videos, photos?
I mean, I've been told hundreds, maybe thousands.
All right, Michael Shellenberger joins me now. Great to have you here. Just on what you were just saying in your testimony, have you actually seen these high-res images of these UFOs, or have you just been told they exist?
No, I have not seen anything other than what's been released before and some of the things that you showed. But I have spoken, it's not just to a single source, but multiple sources that say that these databases exist. And as the report that was released today by Congresswoman Nancy Mace, the chairwoman of the committee, that report actually links those images, both the still images and the video images, with some of the psychological and physical effects of different shaped UAPs. I think that's one of the most interesting things that came out of the hearing.
Which was what? The different shapes?
Well, yeah, and the sort of analysis that connects different UAP shapes to different experiences that people report in having contact with them. So you're seeing really the marriage. The idea here is that the Immaculate Constellation, which is an unacknowledged special access program, actually has the analysis that combines both the human experiences but also the physical characteristics of these craft or these UAP.
So we just heard Lou Elizondo, when questioned, say, under oath, say, yes, there's a program that exists, for a secret program that exists, and yes, they have managed to get crashed aircraft and take the remains of that aircraft to study. You know, when we first heard David Grush here on NewsNation, he did it for the first time, say that this program existed, everybody thought he was crazy. And, you know, then slowly, more people, they keep coming up with the same story, the same reporting, something you yourself say you have also confirmed. And yet the Pentagon just stands there and says it doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think it's also, there's one concern, which is a legitimate concern, which is that there may be circular reporting here where, in other words, you might be getting from one source, you might think you have a second source, but if that second source gets it from the same first source, I'm confident that that did not happen in my reporting on Immaculate Constellation. I have multiple sources and also sources that came forward after my report. I also reported on a pretty stunning description of orbs, one orb coming out of the ocean about 20 miles off the coast of Kuwait, being joined by another orb, high-definition video shot from a helicopter, not any sort of top-secret technology filming that. So I just think there's a lot of people that have come forward now at this point that this is not circular reporting, this is not just folklore. The Pentagon is clearly covering something up. I mean, you don't even need this report. I mean, both President Trump and former President Barack Obama have both stated that they've seen information that's not been released. And I just think the Pentagon is treating us like children. It's a very paternalistic attitude. They just need to release the information, obviously redact stuff to make sure that nothing gets out to our enemies, but we're long overdue for this sort of disclosure and transparency to occur.
Michael, what do you think, based on all of your investigative reporting, the Pentagon is doing with this reverse engineering program? Are they looking at some sort of weapon, at some sort of defense system?
I mean, that's my understanding of it, is that it's, that it would make sense that the military, if it's capturing some sort of material or some sort of craft, they'd be looking to, turn it into some sort of weapon or, or defensive. I honestly don't know, and I also don't know what UAPs are, and I don't claim to know. But I'm very confident that the Pentagon and the intelligence community are hiding a lot of information about UAPs. I think that's very well established at this point. I mean, we have a lot of evidence and a lot of people, including heads of state, former heads of the United States, that have said that. Former intelligence community officials, both on the right and the left. I mean, this was an incredibly bipartisan group today. So I think that there's been a lot of questions about, like, what are UAPs? And that's fascinating. And, of course, that's important. But it's well established now that the military and the intelligence community are hiding a significant amount of data that they have an obligation under the Constitution to report to Congress. And I think they also have a moral obligation and perhaps a legal one as well to make that information available to the public.